In this video, I'm going to walk you through designing a calisthenics program for building muscle. The major muscles we need to think about are the chest, shoulders, back, biceps and triceps, legs and abs. And you can also do smaller muscles like your calves, forearms, neck and traps. The only piece of equipment I'm going to recommend you get is a pull-up bar. I would say that is essential if you're working out at home. A dip station would also be really good, but you don't need it. So I'm going to use a 4-day per week schedule and an upper-lower split. So we have upper body days and lower body days. On the upper body day, to hit chest, we can do push-ups or any kind of push-up variations or dips. For shoulders, specifically front delts, we can do push-ups and dips. They work very well. But for more front delt focus, you want to do ideally handstand push-ups, but they're quite hard. So you can also do pike push-ups or decline push-ups. For your lats, some kind of vertical pull like a pull-up or a chin-up. For your upper back, some kind of horizontal pull like an inverted row. Triceps are covered pretty well by the push-ups and the dips, and biceps are worked pretty well by the pulling exercises, especially if you do them with a supinated grip, so your palms are facing upwards. For the lower body day, to hit your quads, you want some kind of squat or pistol squat where the focus is on knee extension, so straightening your leg out basically from a bent position. To hit your hamstrings, ideally you would do a Nordic curl, but most people aren't going to be able to access a Nordic curl machine, so a Bulgarian split squat with your knee behind your toe will emphasize the hamstrings and the glutes, so that's a pretty good alternative. And I always recommend some kind of single leg movement, like a Bulgarian split squat or a lunge. And then you can hit calves as well. Best way to do that with body weight is single leg calf raises, really emphasizing the pause in the stretched position, because this is where most muscle is built when you're training the calves. And lastly, I'm going to put abs on the lower body day. So these can be included at the end of the lower body day or the upper body day if you prefer. And it's always good to include like a hanging knee raise, some kind of hollow body hold or crunch, and then a plank like a weighted plank or a long lever plank. And you can do 1 or 2 ab exercises at the end of the session. So following that formula, here's the program that I've made. Very simple, very minimalist. On Monday, which is an upper body day, going to start with dips. If you don't have a dip station, then you can switch it out for push-ups. This is our horizontal push for this upper body day, focusing on the chest. Also going to hit your triceps and your front delts. The rep range I've put is 5 to 30 reps because the science has shown that anywhere between 5 and 30 reps builds the same amount of muscle as long as you go close to failure. So if you can do like 10 dips, but you only do 5 in each set, you're not really doing anything. You should be doing like probably 8 or 9 dips in each set. That way you're pushing close to failure, really challenging yourself every set. So with some of these exercises, the reps are just going to be inherently lower and some are going to be higher. Like pike push-ups, probably much more difficult than a hanging knee raise. So the reps are going to be lower. But anywhere within that 5 to 30 rep range is going to build the same amount of muscle. The reason I've left it open to you is because everyone watching this is going to be at such a different level that I can't predict, whether you're able to do like 25 dips or less than 5. Ideally, you can do at least 5 reps on all of these movements, but if not, that's fine. You just want to go close to failure each set. As long as you push the muscle close to failure, you're going to be building muscle. So dip is our first movement on the upper body day. That's for the chest, also the triceps and the front delts. And then we'll move on to hitting the lats with pull-ups. I don't think anyone's really going to be doing 3 sets of 30 pull-ups. So, anywhere between 1 rep to like 15 reps is probably the range you'll be in. Once you get above 10 reps consistently, I would say start adding weight to this. So get a weight belt, add some weights to make the pull-ups harder. That's going to make it much more effective. After that, the pushing muscles have had a bit of a break now that we've been doing pull-ups, so we can go back into a vertical pushing movement to hit the front delts. So something like a pike push-up. If you can do handstand push-ups, that would be ideal, even if it's only like 1 to 5 reps. Those are a very good movement, and if you push them close to failure, your front delts are going to get a lot of stimulus. After that, a vertical pull, doing some kind of inverted row. I've specified underhand inverted row here so we can hit the biceps a bit more with this movement. And ideally, elevate your feet on something to make this harder, because the more upright your body is, the easier this movement is. If your body is more horizontal, that makes it harder. So if you really struggle to get a few reps of this, then stand a bit more upright. You can bend your legs to make this a lot easier. So that's the simple upper body day done. You can probably get that finished in like half an hour. And then the next day, lower body day, I've put jump squats because I think that bodyweight squats are probably too easy for most people. You can probably do more than 30 reps in each set. Jump squats, on the other hand, are a lot harder. I usually get probably 20 to 30 reps in each set. Legs are not easy to grow with calisthenics, and I do recommend using weights if you can, but if you have absolutely no access to any weights, then jump squats are going to be very good. Follow that up with Bulgarian split squats. I love single leg exercises like the Bulgarian split squat. I always feel that my legs grow best when I include some kind of single leg exercise like a walking lunge or a split split squat. If you want to focus this more on the quads, then you can push your knee like over your toe, and if you want it more hamstrings and glutes, then you can keep your knee behind your toe as you're doing these split squats. After that, for the calves, we can do single leg calf raises, and like I mentioned earlier, pause at the bottom in the stretched position is best. Pause for like 2 seconds because the stretched position is where the calves grow the most. And I'm finishing off this workout with hanging knee raises. You could add in another ab exercise if you wanted as well. And then rest everything on Wednesday. You could do like your cardio or something on this day if you wanted to. On Thursday, I have put dip to start with again because I think it's such a good movement. I haven't got any specific vertical pressing on Thursday because all of these pushing movements are going to work your front delts very well. We've got the pike push-ups on Monday. If you wanted to put like a decline push-up on Thursday instead of a regular one, you could do that. I think if you're doing dips on Thursday, try and lean forward a bit more. That's going to put the emphasis more on the front delts and less on the triceps. But either way, with pushing exercises, you're getting a good stimulus on the chest, triceps and shoulders. After dips, we can go into chin-ups. So this is underhand pull-ups, focus more on the biceps. After that, regular push-ups, so mostly for the chest. If you wanted to focus on triceps more, you could do close grip push-ups. And then finish off again with inverted rows, but this time with an overhand grip. So this is focusing less on the biceps because we've already got chin-ups today, and this is more focusing on the back. The wider the grip you take, the more it's an upper back focus. And these are really good for your forearms as well, I found, and your biceps actually. And then Friday, the last lower body day, pistol squats, definitely not easy if you've never done them before. So I would recommend doing some kind of progression up to a pistol squat, you know, holding on to something, kind of helping yourself perform that movement by holding on to something instead of just relying on purely your leg strength and your balance. And then jumping lunges, so another single leg movement involving the hamstrings and the glutes. I think regular lunges are just going to be too easy if you're doing it with just body weight, so jumping lunges makes it much harder. We're repeating single leg calf raises again and finishing off with some kind of static hold for the abs, like a hollow body hold. You could do like a weighted plank here or a long lever plank. And then on Saturday and Sunday, you're just resting, or you could do your conditioning work. So with just these 4 exercises in each workout, we're pretty much covering most of the muscles in the body. We're not hitting side delts or rear delts, traps, or like directly forearms. Those are quite hard to train with calisthenics, and I definitely do recommend getting some weights if you can. Just some dumbbells to do like lateral raises and bent over lateral raises. That will really up your shoulder game, and ideally something heavy to shrug or farmer's walk for your traps. Other than that, you can hit every muscle in the body pretty well with just calisthenics. But if you really want to level up your leg training, I definitely recommend getting a barbell and a squat rack. Just barbell squats and Romanian deadlifts are going to blow your legs up if all you've ever done is bodyweight leg stuff. I think the ideal, if you want to do calisthenics, the ideal would be upper body, bodyweight stuff, or weighted calisthenics, and then using a barbell or dumbbells for lower body exercises. This is pretty much the formula that I've used for all of my calisthenics programs that I've made. It will be better if you get some dumbbells so you can hit, you know, the rest of your shoulder, like your traps and your arms better. But this is going to get you a pretty good physique with just calisthenics. You need to try and improve your performance over time, so doing more reps over time. If you can't get more reps in a single set, try and increase the total number of reps that you do, even if it takes more sets. If you were doing like 3 sets of 10 and you just can't get past 10 reps, that's a total of 30 reps. Try and do a total of 40 reps, even if that takes you like 5 sets instead of 3. By increasing the total workload, you're still going to be stimulating the muscle more than previously, and you're going to build muscle and get stronger from that. Make sure you rest a good 2 to 3 minutes at least between sets so that you can maintain like almost the same number of reps in each set. So you're not doing like 10 pull-ups and then 5 and then 3 because you're only having like 30-second rest. Rest as long as you need to in order to pretty much match your performance from the previous set. That might be 3, 4, or even 5 minutes. I want to remind you that we're not in a CrossFit workout. We're here to build muscle and get stronger, not to do as many rounds, as many sets in a certain period of time. You'll build more muscle if you rest for longer. That's very clearly demonstrated in the science, and the guys who tell you you need to do like 6 sets with 1 minute rest between them, those aren't really high quality sets because you just haven't had enough time to fully recover and to give a good effort in those sets. 3 really high quality sets close to failure with 3 minutes rest between them is much much better than like 5 sets with 1 minute rest between them. I hope this helped you guys who are like working out at home, or you're a big fan of calisthenics and you don't really want to do too much weighted stuff yet, if at all. You can build an amazing physique with calisthenics. There are guys at my old calisthenics club who had far better physiques than me, and I was, a gym rat. I was using weights all the time. They were really dedicated to getting stronger at these basic calisthenic movements. They could do extremely high reps, they could do a lot of weight on weighted pull-ups and weighted dips, and that was reflected in their physique. So let me know if you try this out in the comments. I hope I hear about your results in a couple months time of how you like doubled your number of pull-ups and you hit new PRs in like the number of push-ups you can do, and your arms are growing, your chest is bigger and all that. Thanks for watching. Check out my Todgy physique guide. I've got calisthenics programs in there if that's a physique that you're going for and you don't want to program it for yourself. I've got everything sorted in that program. That'll be linked in the description. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.